This video is sponsored by you. So Dress Ako. On first look, she's like a downgrade of Ako, with only half the crit rate and 16% less crit damage. And that's true. You usually don't use Ako dress version as much as her original version. Where she shines are raids where you have other alternatives, like Nojisa in Hyero Torment, which gives 40% defense reduction. It's 3% higher than Akone, but similar to Noah. That's where Dress Ako make the difference, with her basic skill for 24% defense reduction. Her basic skill also has security success mechanics, and you get 1 security stat for every ally Ako buff. So if you buff for students, you get 4 stacks, and if you buff 6 students, you get 7 stacks.
Wait a minute!
So where does that 1 extra stack come from? That's because these obelisks are counted as allies, so when they're in Ako's skill range, you'll get 1 extra stacks, and the more stacks she has, the higher Ako's basic skill damage, so you can try to target more allies to get her security stacks up faster. Just note that Dress Ako doesn't have high base attack stat, so if you just play casually, it's not worth it, since her security stacks only go up to 15 and they don't expire, so you're not missing much damage unless you're doing the Fury of Set, where Dress Ako is core and you only have 1 main DPS. If you have more than 2 DPS, however, that's where Dress Ako makes a difference. With her, you don't need to choose who to buff. Is it better on Izuna or Wakamo? Just slap the buff on your entire team and now you have 4 Ako buffs available. Yes, the skill percent is lower, but at least the buffs are up for 30 seconds, so it's easier to remember, because in the Fury of Set, most other supports here also have skills with 30 seconds cooldown, like Katama, S-Shiroko, or New Yorikari. If you wonder what the Fury of Set is, check out this video. In short, it's a new mode where you can farm materials to buff your student, like their HP, attack, and healing. The extra stats can make certain teams work, like extra healing stats on UE30 Kokona, which allow her to get the relic up under debuff with her basic and X skill. Back to Dress Ako. While she has potentials, we just haven't reached the stage where we run multiple DPS on a team yet. Except Set, of course. Buffing 1 core DPS usually gives higher score, and Dress Ako X cost 5, so you can't cycle skill fast, but she was used in Hyero Urban Torment, so maybe she will allow you to use Anson Shigure on Kurokaga for an easier clear, but that's just a theory, and note that for indoor, the high score team doesn't use Dress Ako in Insane. Moving to Makoto, she's similar to Minori, with her sub-skill increase piercing effectiveness, but her X range is much bigger, as you can see here. So she's good for Greg Wright. Well, yes, but unlike Minori, where you only have Aru or a carrier's striker replacement. Oddly for Makoto, indoor is also Iori's turf, and she is heavy armor, so she won't die as easily as Aru. Iori was even used in Greg Torment. The raid where Makoto shines is Chest Indoor, where she can clear the entire phase 1 by herself. So if you have a hard time here, just build her or borrow her from a friend. Moving to Ibuki, there are 2 major things to watch out. First, she's a support student, so you only need to level up her X, and only upgrade her other skills if you need to. And while her X buff 50% attack, you can only buff students around her, so the range can be limited. If you plan to use her with Iroha but lack resources, upgrade Iroha X skill first. That's because while Ibuki X looks deadly, most of the tank damage still comes from this skill, which activates every 15 seconds. Here's the slow-mo of that skill. It hits hard because the shots bounce. However, you still need to level up Ibuki, because she increases Iroha tank stat. At level 45 she gives 403 attack, but once you level her to 90 and give her some equipment, she now gives the tank 830 attack. But if you want to farm Ibuki more, let's go over how this event works. The event stages and shop are the same, so I'll skip this part. Note that you can clear the event shop easily, so try to farm as much event points as you can. Moving to the new game mode, this event introduces Hina's secret lesson with 5 acts, which you must complete first in order to farm Ibuki with event points. On the first few days, the battle function is locked, and you can access it after completing Act 5 of Hina's lesson, so try to complete Hina's lesson daily. That's where all the shenanigans happen. You also get Ibuki Elves from quests, but most of them are one-time only. For the first 5 acts, you just need to follow the mission requirements, which is located on the top left. Then just follow this blue light. Area that you can't travel to will have grey colors, so just click on white areas and talk to NPC to complete missions. following the main event quest and click on the right for a map. You'll find an old piano, which Hina practiced with, at the end of each act, or after you complete the daily missions. This piano have a separate level rewards, so don't forget to practice every day. You can quit this game mode at any time. On the first day, only Prelude and Act 1 is open, and a new act will be unlocked each day. You can replay an act. In case you miss something, once you complete Act 5, you'll unlock Curtain Call, which has daily missions, and spawn items for you to find daily, which gives credits. Or items. There are 30 of them, by the way, like this document pile, which rewards you 25 pyroxenes. They only appear on specific days, and if you miss them, you won't be able to find them again. You can check how many you're missing using the notebooks on top right, or check the rest of this video. In case you're lost, I'll include some daily missions as well, so don't forget to practice the piano every day after you complete the missions. Before I forget, this event is similar to Mage Yuzu event, so you'll need to clear the stage at least once, to sweep it later. That's pretty much it. You can use the timestamps to find what you need. Quests and items appear on specific dates. The first two quests appear on day 5. On day 6, when you come into the corridor, you'll see footprints. Complete this quest to summon a cat here. This quest can be tricky if you don't pay attention, since you need to find where the footprints end, and at the end, there are lots of them. Once you complete this quest, you'll also find orange paper airplane. The last item in day 6 is in the party venue, but I am not sure if you need to get this quest to spawn it or not. It's a hide and seek quest, and you need to pick the correct table to finish it. To complete the quest, just pick this table. There is no RNG here.